Cover up with the shadows, sleeping on the floor. Goddamn, I wish I was a little bit smarter to be the future bound. Well, try rewound. I wish I was a little bit smarter. Can I be her true love? A concentrator. And a circuit in your lullaby. A conferencing enemy.
Hello, Kaloo. How are we doing today? My name is Notepad Anon, and I write games for Get Fun. So what are we doing today? Today, we're going to be working on In the Home of the Elven Queen, a role-playing game about waifu elves. But generally speaking, here we are. Let's get to it. Last time on Dragon Ball Elf, we worked on making the patron. Now, I actually ended up just finishing the entirety of the patrons because I was like, cool, we've got a good thing going here. So we wrote every single one of them. So to give you an idea of what a very simple elf would look like, let's just make a simple elf. Let's roll up a patron real fast. Let's see, 35. We are a lock. So we are a lock. We are Eichenmaiden. We have terror +2. I believe it's terror +2, right? It's no, it's terror +3 because that's their influence. Then we go down here to our age. Now our age is D1000. We take all this. Let's roll that. Or 889. 889. 889. If we look over here, we have +4 grace. We have grace +4 and +2 terror. Wowzers, we're very scary. People are a little bit frightened about us. So if we go down to our combat style, how do we actually fight people? It's been a while, so let's roll our tens place. 31. So if we go down to 31, Forest Guardian. Nope. Manly isn't even here. Now we are we are of course a forest guardian. We like to hunt things, obviously, probably lending to our rather high terror rating. We don't have magic yet because Scribble never sent me how to do magic. So let's roll territory. Let's roll how our domain looks. Now we'll take these three. We are a 9, 10, 11. We are a countess. We are a countess. And that means we get +2 terror yet again. And -2 wealth. A little painful there. Prosperity. Let's see what our prosperity is. Our prosperity is 8 minus 1. That would be a total of 7. So we get only -1 wealth. And let's do our territory size when it comes to Wild Infection. Wild Infection, we have 8 minus 1, that would be 7. We have 0. We don't have much. We have a little bit of Vild Infection. And now we're going to roll 2 for 2 quirks. So, our first quirk. I should take my real die and do this. So, our first quirk is going to be 64. Let's see if we go down 64. Whimsical. So, we reduce that by 2, but we get Mystique plus 2 now. Otherworldly but benevolent. We've got and finally we have got 23. So let's go all the way up to 23. We're also depressed. So we get our terror back. But we have -2 no less. Literally, we are a whimsical depressed. Whimsical depressed. Depressed forest guardian. So yeah, here's what our basic woman would look like. Here's our basic patron. She doesn't. Hiya. Hello. She doesn't want to be scary, but she is. But she is, and she is sad about it. Now, I want to give you all an idea of a Eichenmaiden. The Eichenmaiden is about 18 feet tall. To give you an idea, she is about 18 feet tall, or for Europeans, about 5.5 meters tall. Yeah, we're dealing with a very What is this game? This is in the home of the Elven Queen, a game about being retainers for a bunch of noble elves. And that's kind of the idea. I haven't really written any of the lore. This is what the elves look like, mind you. This is very important to note. They take on various aspects of their tree. Now, if we go up to what a loch tree, a loch, larch or lark, yeah, we're dealing with some eerie trees here. Yeah, it's not great. Now, what I should do though, what I'm going to do is I'm going to work on retainers today, but I actually forgot to do something. I'm going to put this up here so I don't forget. First things first, we need to do effectively, this is going to be finishing touches. Finishing touches. This is like, you're going to get a certain number of points to fuck around with. And here is going to be, Mood of the Wood. Actually, no, we want to do seasonal mood. So moments in here, finishing touches, no negative aspects. A seasonal mood, on the other hand, is going to be overall tone of the game based on the seasonal axis. Effectively, the idea behind the seasonal mood is what the tone of the game you actually want to happen is. These aren't going to be random. These are going to be very much chosen by the players. And if you want to have a very summer game, hey, summer is all about being whimsical and being like kind of a little bit lighthearted. This character, the Countess Eichenmaiden, who is very whimsical and depressed though, in a kind of like a, we should say a positive game, is going to be a little bit more dramatic, and it's going to be a little bit funnier, and it's going to be a little bit more like, okay, the entire game is the fact that this 18-foot tall woman doesn't want to be sad anymore because people think she's fucking terrifying. They don't want that. That's not that. Then that's the game. It's a little bit more comedic. Dead Winter is most likely going to be, we're playing this completely straight, and she's effectively an eldritch fae being who kind of wants to kill everything around her, and is possibly putting on a mask of being the, haha, I'm whimsical and lovely, and if you disappoint me, I'll rip your head off. And you're like, oh. Uh-oh. You are truly lacking. I don't have any good ideas for emotes. That's the kind of the problem. Oh, wait, so do player elves play into it? Do you roll the same stuff for your birth tree? For elves, that's why we're going to be doing retainers today. That's why I've been kind of wanting to do the retainers today a little bit, to kind of give everyone the basic idea of, hey, this is what you're supposed to do. And as an elf, if you were playing an elf, you would mostly be rolling on the lineage and the age tree, but you wouldn't get any of these. But I would also be like, you can kind of freely choose your age, but it's most likely going to be within about 100 to about 200 maybe. You're going to be relatively young, comparatively to up here. And I would probably say, like, you could choose any lineage you want, except if they're giant. You cannot choose any this is a GM thing, like, don't choose excessive heights. If any of your players like, I want to play a pine elf, you're not going to play a pine elf. The pine elves are 22.5 feet tall. Oh, but I want to play a lemon elf. The lemon elf is barely above a foot. The absolute tiniest elf, I believe, is the lemon elf. To give you an idea, the lemon elf is a foot tall. She needs help to move places. She looks like a child, she looks like a tiny person, and she has to be carried around effectively on a pillow everywhere. Contrasting her is our tallest elf, which is the fir tree. I believe it's the fir tree or I believe it's the fir tree, coming in at 24.5 feet tall. I just want to give you the idea. What if I want to play child, you say? Sobbing emote. Can I play a mahogany? That would be, to me anyway, I'm literally just going to put a note there being like, ask your GM if they don't want you to play like a very specific character, that's that. But if they are completely okay with you playing a 3-foot tall elf, go for it. If they're completely okay with you playing a 12.5 foot tall elf or a Zukahon maiden, that's 17.5 feet tall, then yes, you are completely within your right to do such. I would, most of the time, I assume elves would fall into your hornbeams, your olives, generally speaking, kind of more of the smaller ones. I've also realized there aren't really many small elves. That's just one of those things you kind of you kind of have to embrace. And I don't think Scribble really thought about that very much. But hey, what do I know, right? I'm just a silly clown. I'm just the man writing it. So let's start up on our foolish retainers. Schwarzwald. Let me find Schwarzwald. I haven't written any of the lore yet. Unfortunately, I should really get to that. We're already at 25 pages, so it's a Schwarzwald is home to. One is born yeah, let's see. If one is born of the union, if one is born of the union, union of elves, then their chance, actually, you are born with the silver spoon. Let's see. If you are born with the silver spoon and noble sap flowing through their veins, more must sign a dark contract with these nobles for a chance of making a difference. Retainers, a retainer is a title given to anyone who has wore an oath of service to a noble. This title given to anyone who has sworn an oath of service to a noble. This oath of let's see. This oath protects the retainer and grants them the influence of their patron. Let's see. This oath protects the retainer and grants them the influence of their patron, allowing them to act on their behalf. Enjoy their protection. On the other hand, they have been indebted and sometimes enslaved by their patron. On the other hand, they have been indebted to their patron their patron and their whims. Whims and fancies. Scrimlow actually does not have that many races. This is the thing. These are the races. There are humans, elf, goblins, and puka. Humans come in two varieties, which is human and tailed human. You may be wondering, okay, is there a difference between the humans and tailed humans? No. Not that I can figure out. Yeah, as the name implies, furry tails of various sizes. They're just humans. You want to deal with humans who are human? They're humans. Goblins are a little bit unique. If we go to Metaphoria, goblins are a little bit unique because there are technically five varieties of goblin. No, there's 4 varieties of goblin. I can't see. There are 4 varieties of goblins. There's Impian. We cannot actually play Impian. These are your more traditional goblins. There's Bugoblins, or blue goblins, or bugbears, who are gypsy goblins. As we can tell, these are gypsy goblins. There are hobgoblins, brownies, or knockers. The yellow goblins. They have the ability to manipulate light and turn invisible on command. Yeah, that's their talent. And we have vampire goblins, otherwise known as red caps. They are yeah, they welcome to red caps. So there are a few different varieties there. Then we actually have, if we go back here, oh, didn't mean to click that button. We need to go to races, and then we have Pucka. What are Pucka? Pucka are effectively shape changers. To give you an idea of what I was told exclusively of what they are, they're chopper. To give you an idea of what a Pucka is, it's Chopper from One Piece. Though, if we're being really specific, it is technically, this is what it is, technically. They can be all 5 of these. That's just something you gotta understand. Pucka, yep, Pucka are there. I don't know, it just works. I don't have a bajillion, just like a dozen. Though this is the current breakdown of the fairies, the Fae anyway. So to give you all a very rough rundown of things, we have the Fae, fair people. We have harpies, dryads, which are technically elves, which are technically dryads. But they can create additional elves, and then we have goblins. Because elves fucked gargoyles and made goblins. In the foul category, the Pucka are over here, but also ghouls, trolls, Vajani, I can't pronounce that, and Menopters. There they are. Technically, if you want to be specific, dwarves are over here, except dwarves are all legitimately the exact same. That's the joke. They're the exact same. So, retainers have given anyone sworn oath of service, grants them influence of their patron, act on their behalf, and enjoy their protection. On the other hand, they have been indebted, sometimes enslaved to their patron's whims and fancies. We put in a line. When creating a retainer is drafted into the service of the patron. They will choose those who align with their interests. Their interests and demands. Let's say they'll choose those who align with their interests and demands. There are most retainers are drawn from I believe drawn from four races: humans, goblins, humans, Pucka, and other elves. Each retainer is who align with their interests and demands. Will result in their untimely exile to the dark woods. Yeah, it's kind of the idea. It's like, if you're not like, oh, well, I don't want to work with my retainer, I'm being a free independent person. Okay, they're just going to send you to the sadness place. You're going to the sadness box. Hello, Butterbinky one. Hello, Kalu Kalay. What do you think of the rambling going on in sport? Our rambling going into is sports romantic comedy. What? What? I don't know what the hell you're talking about, Solid, but euphemism of being fucking killed, or literally you will be sent to the dark woods. Now, to give you an idea, Schwarzwald here is technically a in the middle of a ultra fey nightmare realm. That's Schwarzwald in a nutshell. This is very important. And when it's like, hey, you're going to be sent out into the dark woods, you could get, they might just kill you, or it might be, hey, we're going to send you out there. There's a good chance that you won't be killed immediately, and it might take you, it might take the residents in there a couple of years to kill you as slowly as possible as they feast upon your bones. It's like, oh. The second you leave that, you're dealing with weird fey bullshit. And weird fey bullshit usually results in things far, far worse than death. So we want to break this down correctly. What we're going to need to do is we're going to explain the chakras. We need to explain the chakras. One, actually, let me go all the way up. So, so explain attributes, explain races, traits, and histories. Health. Okay, cool. That's easy enough to do. Chakra alignment. Yes, the fact that I have to cite chakra alignment is a very important thing to note. So, every being has retainers are active. Our retainers are active hands and a patron where they may not be able to reach. As such, they do not possess influences such as the retainer, like the patron. Let's say they do not possess influences like the patron, but instead they will tap into their chakras. To determine the effectiveness. Let's see, determine the effectiveness in their endeavors. A chakra, actually, not this real fast. Chakra. This is actually a fairly important thing to note. Okay, a chakra is a highly resonant, magical energy center. A chakra is a magical energy center in the bodies of every living being. Those who are able to tap into their chakras can perform amazing feats of magic and control the world around them. Most rely on the dormant energy. Themselves. And get through the let's see, most rely on dormant energy of these untapped loci to push themselves to perform deeds and get through the day. Every retainer has five chakras. Every retainer has five chakras. So we're gonna go scroll all the way up here. Going to do this. Do. Let's see. The beating heart of the retainer. This latent charismatic ability and and raw presence allows them to influence people and look the part. Mind. Let's see. Behind the eyes of a retainer, lies the mental focus. Lies the mental focus to find hidden patterns and deduce. And deduce information. They find themselves as scholar. Let's see. They find themselves as scholars and thinkers, preferring. Preferring to uncover the truth rather than rip it out. Then we go to the navel. Who's pinging me? Oh, SpaghettiOs. Niji V6 is finally out. What are your thoughts on semicolons? I'm very bad when it comes to semicolons. I'm very, very bad. To give you an idea of why semicolons are kind of weird. Because technically, if you put a semicolon in anything, you can roughly do it as a comma and. That is if you want a very basic understanding of a semicolon. It is a comma and. So it's like Jim is eating. Actually I should say Jim is hungry. Jim is eating. You know, Jim is eating. That's not a very good one, but it would be like Jim is hungry, you know, and Jim is eating. This is a completely terrible sentence. Technically, if we wanted to do this in this capacity, we could do it like this. It's a weird thing. I don't like using semicolons because semicolons are weird, and I never really use how to do them well. Effectively, what I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to break this up to two different things. Effectively, hey, where is it? The beating heart of the retainer keeps them ready to act and converse with others. This latent charismatic ability and raw presence allows them to influence people and look the part. Actually, no. There we go. Yeah, so heart is charismatic and look. It's just people do. Mind, so it's kind of the idea, where is it? Hey, it's behind the eyes of the retainer. You understand it's behind your eyes. It's your head, it's your brain. They find themselves as scholars and thinkers, preferring to uncover the truth and rip it out. You have high mind. What do you want to do? You want to think. You're thinking things through. Where is it? It's in your mind. That's the entire idea. That's how I'm breaking it up. Solid. I have not read it. Yeah, that is a consistent problem in all of my writing, is that I have a very bad time of drawing out sentences. That's always how I've written, unfortunately. That's just the nature of the beast in that regard. Oh fuck, how do I want to word navel? Actually, the retainer's gut instinct, a deep let's see, the retainer's gut instinct actually, force behind their blows. Let's see. So this is the physicality and presence. This deep and untapped strength forces the retainer to stop thinking. Stop thinking. Referring to... Let's see. God damn it. Leaping at the chance. See, yeah, this is the problem now, Scribbly. You've introduced this to me, and now I am... Now I'm being very self-conscious about, like, oh, this is why I don't write. This is why I don't write this way. Fuck, okay. Navel, root chakra. Oh. What the fuck is the root chakra? Your root chakra is destroyed. Back, the end of the spine. The end of the spine. What's a good way of understanding that? That is, Strength of the spine, the basis of life, and the wellspring of the retainers. Let's see. The root forms the foundation on which the retainer will live. Let's see, which the retainer will live and prosper or die. Sacral. Fuck. All right. Fuck. How do I want to do sacral? Sacral would be the best way of wording this. Effectively, sacral is in your dick. It's actually the heat of passion drives many to their let's see, drives many to their limit. Let's see. The heat of passion drives many to their limit. Whether whether among lovers or strangers, relying on skillful deeds and careful hands. Get many retainers from a fuck. Skillful deeds and careful hands keep many many cause of death, and then finally, because again we have three lines here. I'm trying to keep everything under 3 lines, and then finally throat. Hearts of let's see. Throat is where words merge and the hearts of many find themselves in moments of crisis. A retainer. like, let's see, control their fear and understand the far in the halls of the rest. There we are. Each retainer has 6 chakras. Every retainer has 6 chakras. 6 chakra. Heart, mind, navel, root, sacral, throat. Will form the foundation of the retainer and their base die in all circumstances. There is crossover. There is crossover between each of the chakras, allowing for a retainer to allowing a retainer to draw upon their strengths and weaknesses, draw upon their strengths in moments of crisis. And let's see, allowing for the retainer to draw upon their strengths in moments of crisis, and allow would be a good let's say, actually no, and the storyteller to play upon their weaknesses It's like, that's kind of the idea, what I want to get across. It's like, you can do a few of these a little bit more dramatically. Now, if we want to make this really simple, what we're going to do is Side note, less pretentious. Heart chakra. Charisma, looks, and people skills. Mind. Probably, let's see, mind, scholarship, learning, learning, and perception. Navel. Instinct, force. Instinct, force, and physicality. Root, endurance, survival. Keeping it simple. That's all we're working with. Why? Keeping it simple. Who's pinging me? Hello, Seep. Yes, Seep Cord. Yes, Ira. Hello, Ira, my beloved. Hello, Sheepwife. Do you think sports games would be more tolerable, more like add sport aspect to it, like a dating same or something? Hello, thank you very much for following Better Binky One. Thank you very much. Kissu. Because I see sports games like racing games. You need to add something to it to give it a spin, and the best example of a racing game I can think of is Driver San Francisco. What's with this chakra order, Nody? It's alphabetical. That's why it's ordered this way. It's alphabetical. Like, I don't think people... Why? Because I literally do everything alphabetical. Have you guys never noticed that? Every single thing I do is alphabetical. It should go to order. You do... I know you do think that, but... Yeah, it's one of those things where it's like this. It does feel a little weird, and I should start at the top. If I were to do things, it would be mine, things like that. But it's like, to me, that feels weird. Being like, this feels like it's all over the place. Then, because like this feels like it's all over the fucking place. Like, oh, it's crown. There's my like. Because we're not dealing with Crown. Crown is effectively God Chakra. You have unlocked your Naruto Zaragin, or whatever the fuck it's called. Then it's like my mind, throat, heart, navel, sacral, and then root. It's like, this feels like it's all over the fucking place to me. This is a form of turbo autism. Yeah, alphabetical would be weird. It feels weird. Yeah, it is top down, but it feels weird to me because it's not in alphabetical order. And I can tell you exactly why, because I read Crown and then I went to Mind, and I'm like, oh, that feels kind of strange. Like, what the fuck? Like, this seems completely random to me. This seems like you literally wrote this down, like, just willy-nilly, and that throws me off it throws me completely off. But again, I am a person who loves his alphabetizing, and this is why sometimes playing Monster Hunter World is incredibly... You got your brain, you got your dick, you got your skull, you got your feet, and you got your stomach. Feet, then dick is important. Hey, I mean, how do we determine the size? I mean... I'm getting pinged. Oh no. This is the inspo. Again, this is like, no, you gotta understand, it's this. Yeah, I know why it's laid out that way. I know exactly why it's being laid out that way. However, it does not suit my autism. Therefore, it is wrong. Let's see. Then we have to do, explain the races. So we need to do... Like, Monster Hunter World is incredibly fucking hard, by the way. I'm gonna scribble up this one. Like, Monster Hunter World's extremely difficult for me sometimes, because I sort things alphabetically in my head. Everything I do, if you've really ever noticed of how I organize things, I literally go out of my way to make them alphabetical. There's no particular... Can't you do that in-game? You can't actually make things in Monster Hunter World alphabetical. When it comes to, like, charts and stuff, you can sort some things alphabetical, but when, like, you're looking for things, it is seemingly random of how it's organized, and I've never been able to figure out how to organize it. It's very frustrating. Schwarzwald. Story of Schwarzwald. The races of Schwarzwald. Schwarzwald. Hello, it's me. It's Schwarzwald. Schwarzwald. There we go. There are many who would bend the knee to nobility. Or many who would bend the knee to nobility, some out of desperation, others out of obligation. There is no common. There's no common factor in what determines retainer outside their service and oath to their new patron. The races of Schwarzwald. The races. Patrons will recruit retainers from all races of the world. Though many of these retainers fall into four of the major races: humans, goblins, pucka, and other elves. When we're creating a retainer, they will choose their race and determine their initial they will choose their race, which will determine when creating a retainer they will Let's see, indicate the values of their. Let's see, when creating a retainer, their race will indicate the values of their starting die that may be assigned to their chakras. Right, we'll have a feature, we'll have a trait. The ability cares little for who serves them, as long as they serve faithfully and without question. So we do that, and then we immediately open up with humanity. Da, 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 da. You human. Hello, it's me, a human. Fucking hell, where is the Scrungalow? What is the name of the human god? It's Ort, right? O-R-T. Because you don't have it on your fucking your goddamn. You don't have it on your goddamn fucking wiki. Mm. 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 Unshackled by the fate which plagues their fairy neighbors. Mm. 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 From pale to dark, tall and lanky, or short and hearty. Short and hearty, the only consistent, the only consistent. Mm. 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 Orta. Orta, is favor of Orta, the god of hero. Let's see. The god of hero. The only consistent factor of humanity is their worship and is their worship of Orta, the god of heroes, as they is the god of. Let's see. The only consistent factor of humanity is their worship of Orta, the god of heroes. Mm. 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 Let's see. This makes humans very closely related to the giants. Mm-hmm. Mm. Humans who become retainers are born and raised in Schwarzwald. Let's see. Those humans who become retainers are born and raised in Schwarzwald. Born and raised in Schwarzwald. Often the descendants. Hello, descendants of those who. Mm. Mm. There we go. Yeah. Orta is the god of hero and says act heroically, which tends to mean avoid those crazy fae. So most humans would have been born there or are heathens. Let's see. Often descendants of those who started the land of the elves originally. Swearing the oath of service. Swearing the oath of service may be a family tradition. Maybe a family tradition or an act of desperation. Or an act of desperation on or in a moment of weakness. Humans excel. Humanity will excel. Humanity will excel when crisis rears its head. When a crisis begins. Yeah, kind of the idea is that, like, hey, humans are really good, but it's just like they can also be tempted because they're humans. Like they're human. That's the thing. What's the defining trait of humanity? They are in fact human. We do that. We put a thing there. We want to do starting table. We want to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. D8, D6, D6. D8, D6, D6, D6. Something Guella. Exceptional on average. Humanity is exceptional by little more than hard work, and they have no magical powers. Let's see, they have no magical powers, vast influence, or let's see, sophisticated hive minds to keep them marching forward. Whenever one time, actually, Let's see. Once every session, a human may reroll any die of their choice in there. I believe I refer to it as a check, right? I believe it. Test. No. Test. Let's see. Once every session, a human will reroll any die of their any one die. We'll actually reroll one die of their choice in any test they make, including interference die. Yep, that is their one superpower. Once a session, they can reroll a die. That's it. Once. They don't get anything else. Why? Because they're humanity. They are unshackled by fate. That is the one advantage they get. Chakras, Degenesis reference. Notepad confirms Serbian. I've always been Serbian. I'm sorry, Manly, but I've always been God's strongest Serb. Can't you tell by my unbridled racism? No, this would actually confirm that Scribble or Scrunglo is in fact Serbian. I know it is actually quite surprising. I didn't really expect Scribble to be a proud Serbian man. However, we learn something new every day, don't we, everyone? Maybe the real tests were the friends we made along the way. You ever think about that? I think about that. Okay, and then we can slap an image right there, make it nice and simple. Then we want to move on to, we'll move on to no, it would be into a goblin. How do you explain goblin? Explain a goblin. I wish to explain. Into 3, technically 4 separate groups. Actually, let's see. Each of the races of goblin who inhabit Schwarzwald. Let's see the creatures gone whatever it is. Schwarzwald are called for an appearance and demeanor. Oh yeah, I'm not balking. I swear. I'm not fucking balking. I'm not balking, he says. Nah. I'm so sorry, Scribble. I'm so very sorry, Scribble, but you are in fact even worse. You're Slovenian. Oh lord. My god, he's Slovenian. You're a Balkan that you're a Balkan man who wants to be both German, Czech, and part of the Balkans. Slovenians have no connection to the Balkans, you mog. Exactly! That's the problem! He wants to be Balkan, but he has no Balkan in him. Truly. Let's see. Also, I'll have you know, Slovenia was technically part of Yugoslavia, so they do actually have it, and they are considered, in most circles, to be Balkan. Fun fact. They are to Balkan. Yeah, and Poland was part of Russia, big whoop. And then you lost Poland. Twice. Let's see, goblins who take the oath of service. Let's see, are drawn to the power and influence it brings, being adaptable as they are. Being adaptable as they are, they are seen as by their noble patrons. I'm keeping this relatively small because don't really have that much to work with here. So what we need to do is we need to do this, and we need to extend you all the way out here. 2, 3, because we need 3 of the main ones. We need to do Goblin Chakra dice. Goblin Chakra, D8, D8, D8. 60, 66. Cool. we need to find the Buggo Hobbo Rothagen. Bubbo Goblins. Buggo Goblin. Mm. 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 Bugbears. Mm. Let's see. Travelers by their nature. Mm. 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 Actually, I should check. Fuck me. Bugoblins. Oh god. Okay, bugoblins. It was like buggo goblin. Yeah, bugoblins. Fuck, they have awakened blue chakra. That means we gotta go over here. We gotta double check the chakra because technically you've awoken your fucking blue chakra. Your fucking blue chakra. Tell me more about. Okay, so they've unlocked their fucking. Hmm. Okay, no. How do I want to do this? Okay, so what do the stupid blue goblins have? What do the blue goblins have? They have echolocation. Power to become a gargoyle. Blue goblin souls. I've awakened blue chakra. And they all have the sixth sense. All right, let's Mm. 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 Okay, so we don't need to worry about that. You don't add anything, because fuck you. Let's see. So you've awoken the blue chakra. Mm. 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 Yeah, this is one of them. This is what one race get. One race of goblin gets. They've awoken their blue fucking chakra. All right. Right. That's a little bit more than I was expecting, but hey. Okay, this is what we're working with. So we're keeping it official. That's the thing. Or bugbearers, buggoblins, mm, mm, mm. 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 How do we turn into a fucking gargoyle? Tell me how I turn into a gargoyle. That's all I want to know. Circumstances. Mm. So no one actually knows it. So. Mm. 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 Oh. So, goodbye, buggergoblins. Hobgoblin. 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 What are you? A hobgoblin. What do you do? Hobgoblin. Awakened yellow chakra. Alright, so you got awakened yellow chakra. Move Garg. 'Twas what I was trying to say earlier. Why? You can axe gargoyle. Like, should I axe gargoyle or not? It has its its value. We can make it work. Don't worry about that. It's just another thing. Or is that a no? Rothagen, Hobgoblin, Rimp, the Impogen thing was mostly to give them almost species names. So, this is important, Scribble. What would people refer to them as in setting? If I were to look at you and being like, you're a hobgoblin, would I refer to you as a Rothagen, Impogen, Hobgoblin, Buglin, or would I refer to you as a Bugbear, Hobgoblin, Redcap? What the fuck did I just read there? I'm not even gonna read that out. Like, this is fairly important. Like... let's see. Yellow, 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 yellow. Mm. Hobgoblins. Mm. 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 Yeah. What I was going to ask Scribble is, what are these people actually referred to as? This is fairly important. Like, what would the average person refer to them as? Hobgoblins, bugbears, or would it be hobgoblin, bugoblin, and impogen, or whatever? Or Impogen, or Rothagen. Would this be the correct terms that they would actually talk to the others in? Or would it be their bugbears, redcaps, hobgoblins? Bugbear, hobgob, redcap. So it would be a bug. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to change that to bugbear. Bugbear shades of blood, the bugbear, or bugoblins. Bugoblins are travelers by their nature. So we then go down to hobgoblins, taller than their cousins, singular tinge of their skin. They can be found in any service or... Mm. 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 Or let's see. Let's see. They can be found in any service or vocation. Vocation. Dedicating their lives to ceaseless improvement in their arts and skills. Dedicating themselves to a patron is a natural extension of their obsessive need to improve. Hobgoblins have awoken their yellow chakra. I want you all to know that Scribble sent me this, which is to say, it was a joke about glowies that we're writing this. I want you all to know that this is a joke about glowies is why we're writing this. And for no other reason. Let's see. Have awoken their yellow chakra, allowing them to tap into the solar vigor. Tap into solar vigor. With some time and focus, they may purge their body of actually it would be diseases, infections, and other ailments. Though they may rely on magical energy to sustain themselves instead of nutrition, though this is Sorry if I'm hemming and hawing a little bit much. There's just a lot to take in here, and it's like, okay, I didn't realize each fucking race had like 9 abilities they hadn't had. Alright, so next each hobgoblin has illuminate a room or turn invisible as long as they can maintain focus. However, however, this reacts by instinct as much as by will. Okay. That. Overloading information. God damn it! I just realized the fleshlight joke. Yes. See, this would be Hobgoblin, then Rothagen, which would be red caps. Okay, so what have you activated? Tell me more. You have activated red chakras. And vampirism. And the vampirism. So, strong, let's say, thing for the red-hued skin and strong builds despite their height. Red caps, red caps, red caps, Rothagen, let's see, red caps, let's see, some of the fiercest warriors to grace the world. Some of the fiercest warriors grace the world, as well as cursed by unfortunate deals with which unfortunate deal with a powerful red caps have unlocked their red chakra. If we go here, let's do tell me more. Okay, there we go. You have the lordly halo. That's a very strange one. Unlock the red chakra, allowing them to create their lord's halo. This halo. Mamma mia, yes, due to their curse. Mm. There we go. Yeah, fucking red caps kind of get fucked over by it. Game, let's see. What's your deal? I thought you had your own game, so that's like the side deal. My own game doesn't have my setting, huh? I mean, cogs generic system. I just run my setting in it. You don't you play setting? Ah, yeah. Game of Continuity is technically the first game that has the setting baked in, which is part of the common to do it. Lord of Halo is basically I have HP now instead of taking actual damage. It also allows me to be a filthy Blue Archive fan. Oh my god, nope, I didn't know you swung that way. Swung, hello. Sometimes we do the things. Sometimes we do things that we are not thought of. So snow. I don't know what to give them because, like, humanity is pretty simple. Like, hey, humanity, they're unshackled by fate. What do goblins have? What's goblins? What are the goblin things? And then you would come. You said, what are goblin things? I thought we went back in time for a second there. Then you come. Share the dice they took with a patron with another player. Like certain number of times per session, they can give a d12 they took from a patron with another retainer for a test. Like, the thing is, like, the hobgoblins, red caps, and bugbears. It's what I mean by, like, what's the goblins thing is, like, humanity is pretty easy, lore-wise, is they're unshackled by fate. What's the goblin? I said 1 becoming 3. I'm like, alright, that's pretty easy to understand. Now we're going to be doing, Pucka, the changelings. So we're going to get rid of all of this stuff, obviously, and we're going to go to races, and we're going to hit the Pucka. Hello, Pucka. So they've awoken yellow chakra. Alright, all of them have awakened yellow chakra. Mm. Okay. Okay, so Paka. Changelings by their nature, the Paka are less a united front of a single people than shape changers and oddities who have graced the world to destroy trust. Mm. 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 Let's see, into mighty. Let's see, mighty predators or majestic. Mm. 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 Let's see. The process of shape changing leads to distrust, and more than a few Puka have been attacked for their nature, but more have been accused of being a Puka than being a Puka. But more have been accused of being a Puka than anything. But more people. What causes these free spirits to sign to take the oath of service to for mm, mm, the answer varies, but veiled threats and no, the answer varies, but veiled threats and tough situations lead to fast friends and quick alliances. Better to serve and live than die. Mm. 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 Better to be a pet for a noble woman than be her rug. And there we go. Very simple thing. Shape changing. Better to live than die. So true, bestie. Like a fucking vermin, then. Though. See, yellow is very fun because if we go to here and we go to souls and we go to yellow chakra does mean in fact they have solar vigor as well. And because they have solar vigor, they can't get sick. And they can sustain their body with magical energy. Do you think I'm going to copy and paste this from the one above? Yes. Yes, I am. Okay, let's do this right. Pucka are born into their animalistic form. Are born into their animalistic side, taking the form of anything, of any animal, of any one animal of their taking the form of any one animal of their choice. This comes in five stages. Human. Actually, I should say. Would human be the right term, or would it be fuck. Oh. Okay. Any mammal? No, I'm still here. Yeah, no, my can got a little bit persnickety with me. Okay, so fuck me. What would be a good? Fuck, what would be a good word for human? Human synonym. Tell me a human synonym. Person, human being, mortal, man. Bipedal. bipedal, were creature, dire creature, creature. I need this, the Homid. The Glabro. What would you describe Glabro? Like, enhanced? If this is full fucking first, if this is full were creature, this is animal, this is dire creature, this is creature, what the fuck is this? What the fuck is right here? Like the enhanced, the globra. What would you consider that? What would you give the fucking name to that? That's not a goddamn name. Like, what's the Wolfman form, effectively? That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for Wolfman form, not Hamid. Fucking half-man? But we can't use the term, man. No, we can't use the term man, so fuck. Jesus, fuck. It shouldn't be difficult, but holy shit. Can't use the fucking word. God damn it. Fuck. Manby's fuck. Yeah, you see, you like, just kimono. I can't call them a kimono. Actually, we can call him feral. Like you're a feral human. Feral has connotations to furries. Good. Puckar for furries. Let's see. Bipedal is a relatively normal looking form, taking the look of either a human, elf, or even again, unless Scribble's got a word for me, we're gonna keep it with feral because feral works. Bipedal is relatively normal looking form, taking the look of either a human, elf, or society. Feral is showing the other bipedal humanoids. There are still Because, like, full-on creature. Isn't dire creature, like, more cool gym goer and version of beast? Yeah, because you're just a regular dude with, like, a single feature. You are clearly, like, going Wolfman. You are, like, full-on werewolf form. You are a much larger animal at this point. Much larger. Like, you're clearly an unnatural sized, or at least unnatural looking animal. And then creature is just full on, like, you are just the animal, and you are unmistakably that animal. Okay, so, there, mm, 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 mm. Mm. Okay, I still write the goddamn script. Shit. Mm. 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 No, let's see. At this point, nothing is hiding there. Mm. 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 Let's see. Dire creature form has the pucka. Take the. Mm. 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 There we go. Prominent feral. Yeah, there we go. There we go. In addition, they have awoken their yellow chakra. Everyone's happy. Got the changelings. Okay. This dire creature, like, because, yeah, this one is just legitimately like, okay, time to write shit that doesn't really have much to work off of. And like, the thing is, like, yeah, there's a wiki and stuff, but, like, this is the entirety of the Pucka tree. And I got, legitimately speaking, what I got told was, like, oh, well, the Pucka are like the furry scale. This is legitimately what I was told. That the Pucka are like the furry scale, and that's what you should consult, is the furry scale. And I'm like, alright. I also got told they were Chopper from One Piece. Now, for those who don't know, Chopper from One Piece operates on a very unique scale of things because he can transform. But One Piece is also a One Piece is also a franchise where you have men who look comical, and it's a bunch of rubber hose stuff. But yeah, we don't talk about that aspect. Just Chopper. It's chopping time, everyone. That's all you gotta know. It's chopping time. That's pretty much the extent. This is the extent of how Pucka are supposed to operate. Tony Chopper. Yep, that's welcome to. Yeah. That's about as much as I'll pay 15 for an unofficial ERP to ask for was to not actually feature ERP. I'll pay $15 for Notepad to make an unofficial ERP update. Like how sex games dodged the 18+ mark on Steam. Chopper invented Anther. What do you mean, bucks? I don't have $15. Kopek is like our penny. Ah. I'm sorry. Hey. Manly. I only expect from my bravest Russians I can't expect the Russians to pay everything. So I give Russians a special discount on things. The oopsie doopsie, the poor Russian discount, the Slav discount, you could call it. The I struggle to eat real food. Communism's one hell of a bitch, ain't it? Oh yeah. Order. Okay, so what we need to do is we need to add this. Yeah, Pucka don't actually have really good stats. Pucka suck, by the way. Pucka have a D10, D8, D8, D6, D10, D8, D8, D6, D6, D4. These are the first ones with a D4. Technically, this means whatever they put a D4 in, they cannot technically succeed by themselves. You're so Jewish, Notepad. Not even funny. It's hilarious. I don't know what you're talking about. Alright. So... Let's see. So, Elven retainers. None are as miserable or sad as the creatures who serve another of their kind by oath of service. Let's see. Elven retainers. None are more miserable or sad as the creatures who serve another of their kind by oath of service. Often there is no universal truth to why a elven retainer as Elven society is matrilineal. Let's see. As Elven society is matrilineal. I didn't spell that right at all. Matrilineal. Let's see. As Elven society is matrilineal, male elves tend to find themselves find themselves in service to their also offer them a place in their court. But service and status are two. Service and status are two parts of the same coin. And in the home of the Elven, and in the home of the Elven Queen. Let's see, it's better to have more coins than not. It's kind of, yeah, that's kind of the idea. Like, hey, you're an elf. You're not really supposed to be here. However, contrasting this statement, you're an elf who is here, and you should really deal with that problem. Elves are pretty consistent. They just have a single D4 to work with. So let's do a quick double check on elves. Let me guess, you've unlocked your blue chakra. No, they learned their root chakra. Okay, so pheromone reception. A virtual with only face shape shifted. Oh goodness. Give me 1 second. Hello, hello, Kalu Kalay. I'm ready to go. Let's fucking go. Ugh. Oh, right there. Wait, two. There we are. Okay, I need a lift tonight. So let's get to it. See, each elf retainer begins with +2 bond with the patron, representing natural kinship. This might change. I have an idea of how I want to do relationships, and it's going to be completely autistic, but that's half the fun. Each elf retainer begins with +2 bond with their patron, representing natural kinship and let's see. Pheromone. We'll start with pheromone reception. Let's start with photosynthesis. I think photosynthesis is most important. Photosynthesis. It does lower down its food consumption to a human level. Mm. Mm. Fuck. High and far. What the fuck does that even mean? Seehaw. How art thou? I'm kicking it. I'm kicking it. I'm breaking it down sexual style. I think that's what the kids say. I think that's what we're supposed to say with the kids and things. That's supposed to be cool. You are the one getting kicked. And then nuts even. No. More drinking. More drinking keeps me alive. Mm. 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 So, before needing to hopefully land safely. Schwarzwald. Okay, so mm. Mm. Relatively lift themselves off the ground. Yeah, they can DBZ flight. Why? I don't fucking know. They just can. Those are all of the races of Schwarzwald. Schwarzwald. I love Schwarzwald. I love Schwarzwald. Mm. Mm. Indeed. Every retainer has a story, and often one marred with tragedy and terrible choices that results to result in an oath of service to a patron. Let's see. When creating a retainer, the PL will determine 3 traits or histories. All right, let's see. Free. Okay, so we put that there. Is that the...
Uh-oh, spaghettios. That doesn't feel very good anymore.
I haven't even eaten dinner yet. Jesus. Hmm. Mm. 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 Let's see. All the patrons would love to believe that their servants are immortal. Mm. 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 When each retainer has three distinct I don't want to call them health bars. Actually, three distinct. Schwarzwald courts. Let's see. Each retainer has two distinct metrics determine their ability to survive the harsh world. Schwarzwald courts. Schwarzwald's courts. Each of these will be determined by taking the maximum value of each of their chakras dice. Each of their chakras die and adding them together. D6 would be 6, for example. Should any of these fall to 0, the retainer is in desperate. Me to their chakras. So what we need to do is we need to scroll all the way up here and we need to select 2. We're just gonna do this. We're gonna scroll all the way back down. We're gonna There, we're going to select blood. Blood, gravitas, and soul. And this is, if I recall correctly, this is going to be naval plus root. Gravitas, because that's more of your social instinct. That would be mind plus... That would be heart plus throat. While this would be... Sacral plus navel. That would be mind plus sacral. Yeah, there we go. Nothing sends a message that nothing sends a message. Nothing more. Nothing sends a. Then a retainer with a knife in their back. Blood is the physical health of the retainer. Symbols of the court expect a faux pas or two from the lower classes, of course. But gravitas is more important. Is the patron's ability to protect the expect the oath to be rescinded in the woods beckoning. A soul. A battle of magic is in fact a battle of the soul, tapping into the natural spirit. There we go. So kind of the idea is that not only have we solved the Lordly Halo situation, we've also given kind of more of a magic thing of like, hey, I'm blasting you with mind magic. It's not your blood, it's not your gravitas, it's your soul being damaged. That's kind of the idea. It's if you're playing a red cap, for example, and you're playing a red cap, what you can do is say, hey, I'm redirecting damage to my soul. By unlocking this chakra, I've allowed myself to redirect a lot of damage to my soul instead. With the problem being, hey, your soul, like, does a hobgoblin want to have really high mind and sacral? Maybe not. Maybe they don't want to have that. Maybe that's not the point. But hey, it's giving... Soul is a little bit more along the idea. If you notice here, each of these is kind of a do, and some of them are very much a don't. Because, like, naval is all about, like, doing something. Like, you're forcing a door, you're kicking down a door. That's what naval is all about, is you shoulder bashing a door open. Gravitas is all about, you know, trying to talk to somebody, but also trying to understand them a little bit. Mind's about finding the situation. Sacral is about, you know, kind of more of a passion. And that's kind of the thing with soul, is that it's not going to be targeted a lot, but it's the people who don't have it are going to have a bad time when it does get targeted, because it's always that risk of it always can be targeted. That's the thing. It can always be targeted. You just don't know when. We've got all of this, so we've put this here. What I'm going to put here is... Shit. At the start of every round table, each of blood, gravitas, and soul are redirected, are refilled to maximum. When a Scheiße. Ugh. Of course, there are always methods to repair injury to body mind. Start of every round table, so it's kind of like at the start of every round table, pretty much at the start of every every major session, you're going to have this little round table, and that's going to really determine a lot about what's going to happen. That's your round table moment. That's like, we've actually sat down, we're really going to think about this. This is our moment. This is the moment. Okay. We can add a big image. We can add a big image right here. Yeah. How is noble health done? I still have to, if I scroll up here, I still have to do magical capability. I still need to do moments in the manner and seasonal mood. generally speaking, I think that's going to be more in the idea of seasonal mood, which is, it's kind of like, hey, if you're doing a seasonal mood where, hey, your retainer, like your patron doesn't really show up that often, and that's kind of the point, is we have it's kind of like, hey, if you're playing a goofier game, like, yeah, your retainer has quite a bit of HP and is able to kind of survive a lot more things, and if they are being chased away by a dragon, the idea is that the dragon is going to be, so there's something goofy going on, because it's a summer game, of course it's going to be a little bit goofier. If it's winter, then that's going to be bad and everyone's going to die. That's kind of the situation there. I'll probably put it in the idea of the seasonal mood, because I think that's a pretty solid place to put that. But it's late, and I am going to I'm gonna call it here, actually, because I'm hungry and I want to eat food. Let me see. How many nuggies did you buy? Well, this is the funny thing. I don't know if I actually have any food in my fridge, but that's going to be really funny to find out. So I'll just figure it out when I get to that point. See, that's the fun part. That's the exciting part of living the Notepad Anon experience Requiem. Is that I like to live on the edge. It's great. All right, time to disappear. I love poverty. I'm just really bad, because the thing is, my mother has a really bad time of saying, oh, let's go to the store, and if we go to the store, I buy things, but then she'll be like, no, we're not going to the store, so I don't buy things. But the second, and every single fucking time, is when I buy things from the expensive place down the road that's easy for me to get to. Then she's like, I need to go to the store, we're going now, and then I feel like a buffoon, an utter goober, you could say. Damn, Manly, that sucks, but I'm leaving now because I'm tired and hungry. So thank you all for watching. My name is Notepad Anon. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Godspeed, good luck, love you all, kiss you. If you need to talk to me, you know where to find me. Notepad gone.